Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Slay the Princess. I'm still sick, same recording session, so let's get into it. We got her to fall in love with us last time.
You're here to slay her.
I don't care. Okay, thanks for telling me. Did I get new information? No, I didn't. Okay.
You make your way up.
Yada yada yada, we go in. This time we ignore the knife and we still kill her in the basement.
The interior of the cabin is all...
Ignore the blade.
The door to the basement...
I'm just gonna
Good.
continue.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Ugh, shut up.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Hi, do you think you can get me out of these chains? Let's see what we can do.
You're only making this more...
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm going back to see if I can get
You
stuff.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but someone else...
Turn to the bottom of the steps.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam.
There's a
Yeah.
slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just...
Go to save her.
Fine. Against you cut into... The blade is sharp.
And then this time I won't succeed.
She's smart. How is...
Thank you.
Approach the locked
No.
door.
We won't... As the princess... Wait. Watch me.
Ooh, I can still warn her. Okay.
Stop that.
Something's come over you.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Interesting.
Stop it. Stop trying.
Okay, so I can't resist. I do have to slay. But I can resist
Thank
half of the way there. So that's something.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
I'm sorry, but you see that it's resistant.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Interesting.
She pounces on you with the
Oh.
same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Well.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the
Well.
heart.
I'm just gonna cover myself in a blanket and just pretend that this is not happening.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel
No.
her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh
Yeah,
and
that's a
sinew
little-
with ease.
That's a little terrifying.
You collapse to the floor,
Oh,
your
she is
body
Gollum eyes.
unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness.
Oh, I don't like that.
Dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
I don't like that.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay
Oh.
her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
No.
It can't just end like this.
I mean,
Right.
can't she just bleed out?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Oh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, so she's much more animalistic this time. The witch. Okay. Fascinating.
You're on a path.
Screw
in
the woods.
And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Okay. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I got her, so why am I here
I can
again?
assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
No.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
You know what? Yep. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Thank you. This guy's great. I like this guy. I don't trust him at all, but I like him. We still leave the blade behind? That feels correct.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted
yeah,
roots.
the witch.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched
mud?
on its edge.
Looks like more... whatever.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I need to go up to the mirror every time?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a...
Yep.
You reach
And
forward
it's nothing.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look
Every
right
time.
now.
Enter
No
the basement
blade.
without it.
I hope you know what you're getting us into.
Yeah, we're fucked. It's fine.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Yeah.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here,
Yeah,
only
it's
illuminating
fine.
the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
It really does look like that. They did a good job with
The
the
air
drawing.
smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if
Copper.
your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Oh,
If the
I
princess
feel
lives
that.
here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know if it's because I'm sick, but I can feel that.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Yeah, skitters.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh. Say
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little
Oh.
footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
No.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Nope.
She seems friendly enough.
No, she
Maybe we
remembers.
can talk our way out of this whole situation.
No. Is my cat messing with my clothes that are hang drying?
You can't. Unless you slay her
Oh.
right away, she's going to break free and end the world.
No, she.
There's
well,
no reasoning
she
with
is.
what she is.
Unless the narrator and her cannot exist in the same, like, phrase.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yeah, you know what? He's right. He's right.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Both.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
I disagree there.
Fine, fine. You're the boss.
But...
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
You
she
descend
definitely
the
went more
basement
feral.
steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you
She has
are,
a tail.
once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
Can I just tell her
You
the
made
truth?
a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yep.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you?
Nope.
No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay
That makes
her.
more sense. That makes a lot more sense, yeah. So this one doesn't care if we've messed up other realities.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. It's a gesture of goodwill. I died last time. You didn't. Look, I know things got messy last time, but there's something bigger than the both of us at work. We should team up. Can you get out of those chains on your own? Didn't stop you last time. I got the feeling you're gonna stab me in the back here. I don't trust you, not enough to free you. No. Look, I know how things, but I think we should team up. Look, I made a mistake. Because ultimately I did choose, huh?
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Yeah, I know.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
She's gonna be just as much of an opportunist as me, isn't she?
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her.
And her alone. Yeah, I know. Save it. I'm sorry about last time. I guess I should do that. Oh God, why did I get the feeling you're gonna stab me in the back here? Just apologize.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Look, she's probably got this opportunist in her head too.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Look, I
If
tried.
you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. Okay. No. I don't get the
Why
feeling.
would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Look, I didn't want to choose it.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Because I'll be dead, but not buried.
Oh,
Right.
that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Well, at least he's open and honest
She
about it.
needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her
Shut
nature.
up. Just
If
be
she gets
here,
out
but
of here,
shut up.
That's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think
she's
that depends
definitely
on your
gonna stab us
definition
in
of
the back.
words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same
I
thing.
mean, we tried to warn her for the first
See?
one, so
He
it
gets
shouldn't
it.
go
There's
somewhere.
nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
How am I supposed to get you out of this chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Yeah, I thought not.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
No, alright.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A
She
woman
knows.
after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Valid.
This is why she
So
can't
do all
just
my
be
perspectives
abandoned
need to
here.
fall in
If
love
left
with
to
her?
her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense you're not happy with
Is
me.
that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back?
No.
You'll have to try harder than that.
Yeah, I know. Alright, let's leave.
Yes.
And get stabbed.
Let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
She has a cute little tail.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
Don't do anything.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
I'm gonna die.
No, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
Ignore that.
I don't know how many more warnings I
Yeah.
have to dole out. But if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Alright, let's die.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
And she'll kill me.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Yep.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
We're gonna get to the top of the stairs where this knife is, and then she's gonna stab me with
You're
it.
only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
Well, good, I do.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to
I
trust me
know.
for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack
No,
if we're
but she can
facing
just
her.
pull us down by our arms then.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Ugh.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Yep.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
There's still a knife at the top of the stairs.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your
Yeah.
shoulder, sharp and
Alright.
piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Yeah.
Together you tumble back
Oh.
down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots,
Nope.
until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Oh, no popping.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
It's in her nature. Great.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
No, well, I'm dead.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
Yeah, I don't like being Batman either.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have
Yeah.
you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
No.
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Yeah.
You must have known this was coming. The
In the
arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I wasn't, but I... Well, we were never gonna get up those stairs, were we? Could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
The princess lets out a mocking laugh.
Yep. Yep.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Ugh, fine.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
I know you would have, and I'd have said
And
no.
then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
I've called it already.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
I
Just
disagree.
one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Yep.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yep.
The princess's
Oh.
body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh, you good?
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Yeah.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife?
Maybe
Isn't
your
that so
arm
funny?
or your tail.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Yep, we're both equally broken.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Nope, you're in this with me.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Yep.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
Can I help
We're
her
going
get
to
up?
die together. Isn't that a lovely
Oh.
treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Do they do that?
Is that really what's going to
Oh,
happen?
it's getting end of the worldy there.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
And the narrator's gone, so we're back at the end of the world. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Yeah.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Yeah, the narrator's gone. This happens.
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Yeah, you always do. There you go. Every time. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Alright, I'm just gonna go to it. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yeah, it always is.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Ugh. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, and now you need to see what's in it. Oh, now I'm skeleton. You've unraveled. At what point do I even lose that? Like, do I need to become ghostly? Does that mean I have one more pass through? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. I approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
Is there?
I'm curious to see what it means for us to know it.
That's probably the happy ending, where she actually gets out, and we do fall in love. Oh, because I don't have a narrator here, I can be over here for now. Do you think there are people out there? Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? What's gonna happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Yeah! Have the vessels have... Okay, hold on. These are fantastic questions. I need to ask all of them. So yeah, do you think there's people out there? In that other reality?
It doesn't matter if there are.
No.
People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Valid. Do you think anything's real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay, that's a good point. Do you have thoughts on this
This
vessel?
one is hope, marred by bitterness. She
Valid.
could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Good. You know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, fair. You'll have new perspectives by then. Yeah, this narrator.
No.
Do you have one?
Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
No, because he resets every time and he doesn't have memories of this. He does, I don't know why, but I know for a fact. He does, I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are gonna finally have the answers. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I don't know why, but I know that for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening.
So one more
Perhaps you are
round.
on the cusp of yours.
Huh. How many more do I need to bring you?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Cool. So, okay, only one more left and then we finish it. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Huh. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm ready to go
The
back,
next
but I don't
time
know
I
what I need
see
to
you,
do.
Each of us will finally know what we are.
Yeah,
I will be here, waiting for you.
but I don't... What do I need to do to get... and everything goes dark and I die. Bring the witch to her. So what's the last one I need?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So yeah, I don't know what the last one is that I need. What's the one perspective I haven't seen? Because we went down there with a knife and then we heard her out. And we didn't kill her. We then went through and we tried to kill her. Maybe I need to go down there without the knife and choose to kill her from the beginning when it's provided to me. Maybe that's the last perspective. It's the only thing I could think that it would be left. So that's all the time we've got for this episode. Take care, everybody.